Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to crack the code on a problem that, man, it trips up everybody, even seasoned devs and automation engineers. We're talking about how to pinpoint that one specific web element when, there's no ID and all the classes are the same. We're going to build a rock-solid CSS selector, and we'll do it step by step.
So let's just dive right in. Has this ever happened to you? You've got an automation script. You run it, and bam! It clicks the wrong button. Or maybe it fills out the company name field when you wanted the last name. We've all been there, right? And the reason is almost always the same thing. Our selector just wasn't specific enough. It is such a common and frustrating roadblock.
And here's the culprit. Take a look at this HTML. You see we've got a first name field, a last name, an email, a company name. They're all totally different inputs, but look closer. They all share the exact same class. Text field. And let me tell you, this is so common on modern websites.
So think about it. If you just tell your script, hey, go find an element with the class text field, which one is it going to pick? The first one, a random one, the wrong one? It's totally ambiguous. And that ambiguity right there is what makes our automation tests so fragile and just unreliable. There has to be a better way.
Okay, so how do we fix this? Well, it's all about leveling up our skills and moving beyond just looking for an ID or a class. We're going to look at how to use any attribute to find our target with absolute precision.
In this syntax right here, this is our key. It looks simple, but man, is it powerful. You just start with the HTML tag, say input. Then you use these square brackets, and inside them you specify an attribute, like placeholder, and then equals, and then its exact value in quotes. That's it. That's the whole magic trick.
So let's look at the difference in practice, right? On one hand, you have the simple class selector, .text field, which we've already seen is unreliable. But on the other hand, an attribute selector targeting, say, should placeholder equals first name is so much more specific. See, the class is generic, but that placeholder text, that's often unique, and that gives our automation a really stable anchor to latch onto.
But what if even that one attribute still isn't unique? What do you do then? That's when we bring out the real power move. We start combining selectors to get ultimate precision.
The whole secret here is chaining. You just chain these selectors together. So you start with a more general one, like input.text field, which might get you a whole group of elements. And then you just tack on an attribute selector right after it. Think of it like a filter. Each piece you add filters the list down, narrowing the results until you're left with just one.
Okay, enough theory. Let's actually see this in action. We're going to build our unique selector for that first name field, and we'll do it step by step.
All right, step one. Let's start with the obvious, input.text field. We're looking for an input tag with the class text field. We run that and, yep, just as we thought. The browser finds 6 different matches. That is way too broad. This right here is exactly where tests fail.
Okay, let's try to get a little more specific. Let's add an attribute selector for type equals text. We'll tack that on. And hey, that helps. We filtered out the email field, maybe another one. So we're down from 6 matches to 4. We are definitely getting closer, but we're not there yet.
All right, now for the final move. Let's add one more attribute that we're pretty sure is unique, the placeholder text. So our full selector is now input.textfield/placeholder equals first name. We run it and boom, there it is, 1 of 1. A perfect, unique match. We got it.
And number 1, that is our goal. Every single time. We want to eliminate all that ambiguity to get to one single certain result. No guesswork.
And this really brings us to the core lesson here today. The key isn't always about finding one single perfect attribute. Sometimes it's about using a combination of multiple attributes to find that particular web element and find it uniquely.
So you might be asking, why do we just go through all that? Well, because honestly, mastering this one technique is the difference between writing automation that's constantly breaking and writing automation that you can actually trust to run reliably.
So what does this mean for you, really? Well, it means you've basically just unlocked some new superpowers. You can now create stable and reliable tests. You can handle those tricky, dynamically generated web elements. You can precisely target stuff on a page, even when it doesn't have a unique ID. All this means you can write cleaner, more resilient automation code, which, at the end of the day, makes you a much more effective automation engineer.
So I want you to take this technique with you. The very next time you're staring down a messy web page, the kind with duplicate classes and no IDs anywhere,
you'll know exactly what to do. You'll know how to combine those attributes to find exactly what you're looking for. The only question left is, what tricky element are you going to conquer next?